Yeah, I think it's critical for you, to come off, the bench and just always be ready physically, but more so mentally, and just try to stay engaged in the game as best as you can, especially as a defender. Obviously, the margin of error is very minimal, and you can't make mistakes, especially coming off the bench. You have to be engaged in the game, like I said, and just making sure that you make the most of your opportunities. And when your number's called upon, you have to be ready to produce for your team. Yeah, I think those three are different in their own way. Obviously you have Yama, who's one of our most experienced players, brings the right mentality day in to day out in training and also in games, and I think he's a true leader. He leads by example, and it's someone that you can definitely try to implement your game after. And I've tried to take little components of his game and try to implement them into my game to improve myself as a player. You have a guy like Frankie, who's our captain, true leader on the field, vocal leader, in the huddle and stuff before we get going. Just a true warrior. Will lay it out on the line every game for you, and just someone another guy that you just really try to, model your game after. You have Arango, who's been in the league for quite a while, and he's another guy who you can learn from. Good vocal guy, great team leader. So all in all, it's great to be surrounded by players like that and just to improve individually day in, day out. Yeah, I think it's just tightening up in certain areas. I think most importantly, Rick, stresses on us is mentally staying focused and in tune with the game as the game's going on. I think that's one of the biggest components for us as a team, not only just a back four, but everyone as a cohesive unit on the field, is just to have that. Rick calls it a ruthless streak, and it's if we do concede a goal, it's not giving up another one. It's making sure that we're tightened up in the back and whatnot. So I think it's a mentality factor, and I think as the season progresses, I think we're going to continue to improve. He's hands down one of the best coaches I've ever had, if not the greatest. He has improved me individually more than anyone else, and is extremely hard on everyone on the field. And I think he demands so much from his players. And I think the amount of respect that we have for him as a team definitely shows in our performances, and we definitely try to play the way that he tries to allow us to play. But I think most importantly, he's extremely fair as a coach, and that's something that you don't find very often, as a player playing for a coach.